Hey, y'all. We'll be right with you. Okay. My name is Lee Barrows. It's time to go.
Yes, it
It's time for the
is.
shoe.
It's
Really big
time.
shoe. Good morning. Well, hey, y'all. It's Tuesday, second day of the month, the day after Labor Day. And with that, we need to extend our apologies to y'all because we forgot. We forgot yesterday to wish you a happy Labor Day. We talked about it well before the show. We talked about Labor Day before the show. We just didn't have the microphones turned on. And when we propel, we hit that little old button, the magic button that says, "Okay, you're
Mhm.
live." Well, we forgot all about it after that. It'll be getting colder sooner or later. Got to rush out and buy some stuff that no one really wants, so they won't feel left out at Christmas, right? Suddenly, it's 2026 then, and time for the fighting to begin. As one politician does everything he can
Oh
to
my goodness.
outlie his fellow opponents. At least we have Thanksgiving somewhere in the middle with food galore, which reminds me, got to get my order in for some oysters. Good morning. I'm
Yes.
Rayford Brown and I'm done.
And good morning. Can't wait for the oysters. And I'm Lee Barrows.
Well, we got about 6 weeks to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And actually, unless the water turns cool, I don't do oysters at the beginning of the season. Used to, but I like them when they get a little bit fatter,
Yeah.
plumper,
Mm.
cooler water
Mm.
is what makes that happen.
Sounds so good. I'm ready. I'm ready for oysters.
Yeah, I'm always ready for oysters, I used to be in the days, good old days, and my dad was an oyster freak. We'd go down there and we'd catch oysters. You ever tried to run down an oyster?
No,
Okay,
I've never gone oyster
never.
hunting.
You
No,
haven't.
never.
Yeah. Well, we'd go down and
I hunt for them in the restaurant or the seafood stores. What?
well, that too, but that's what I kind of have to do these days. And I don't have to. That's
Speaking
what I choose to have to do.
Speaking of seafood stores, did I not see that the little seafood store that's been there for years at Belfork, Gumbranch and 17 is gone now?
Hey,
I'm gonna have to
Gum Branch, and 17
in Belfort.
Belfork Road and
Yeah,
17. It was on Belfork. Yeah, it's been gone.
you know
They got
I.
bulldozed some time ago. You
Oh
pass by
man,
it every morning, don't you?
yes I
You
do, but it's
still you,
generally dark.
you still see it in your vision. That's what
Yeah,
it
I
is.
am so used to being there, but I noticed yesterday coming home, I looked over that way and I thought that's an awful open field, and I thought. The seafood place is gone. I
Yeah, it's
mean, that
been
was
gone.
a staple.
Been
That
gone.
was
Yeah.
there for years.
Mr. Gillum had that thing for years, and
Yes,
I
he
was living
did.
in Wilmington, and for my parents' anniversary and for special things like that, I'd
Yes.
always call him an order of seafood in if I couldn't be here.
Right.
Because I knew what they liked, and he'd go ahead and fix up a big bunch of it for them,
Right.
and he'd take it to them.
I used to go to the Howards right there at Belfork, and
Mm-hmm. He's still there.
yes, it's still there.
In spite of storms, in spite of this,
Huh?
in spite of
Took off
whatever,
his
but
roof. Yes.
they persevere. Yeah, but in Jacksonville, we have yes, we're close to the sea, but we have a limited amount of really fresh seafood from the
Yeah,
sea
it's true.
around here. in Jacksonville. And every time I make a call, because I'm looking for something like red snapper, we don't have any. We'll have it tomorrow. It's coming in off the boat today, and that was my story last week. But not here. I have to call. Even then, when I call for red snapper, I really like cooking red snapper on the grill, on my griddle, not a grill, and it's something that's easy for me. Very tasty when you do it.
Yes.
Kind of learned how to do that down in the islands, in the islands fun. They've got snapper down there.
Yeah. I would love to have one of those grills that you're talking about, but the problem is I wouldn't use it enough.
I just kind of quit using the stove for the most part
Right.
when I got that thing. The bad problem was I kind of got away from using it so much in August because of the heat.
Yes.
Holy moly.
Mm-hmm.
It was oppressive, and standing there, I had a big old fan aimed at me. And then the fan's burned up, so I can't use that anymore. But I did some stuff the other day. Let's see, what was it? Friday, I went to get swordfish. One day, I went to Sneed's Ferry, got some swordfish.
Did you?
Yeah. And I'd never taken fencing, but that swordfish guy, he lost. And I got a big old chunk of swordfish.
Goodness.
Yes, it's like red snapper. It's costly, but so is most everything else these days.
Isn't that the truth? Oh my gosh. And no matter what you buy, I was in a store over the weekend in Wilmington. My sister and I had gone to Wilmington. And I walked into a convenience store. You remember those great 2-liter bottles of soda? It used to be like
they're about that tall.
99 cents, $1.29 or something like that.
So when they first came out, you know what they were? 59 cents.
It's $3.99 now. Yeah. And I'm like, I
don't need it that bad.
I bought the regular size, just the regular, that you would get, the single size.
Cost you more for the same amount.
$2.50. And I'm like, what is going on? It's never ending.
Yeah,
and
twas a time.
I've cut back so much.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I'm getting used to not having those little extras, but I'm just like.
Yeah, it used to be you could go stock up on those things and put them in the refrigerator. If you were an rabid, addicted.
Right, which I'm
not. What do they call them? Soda drinkers?
Yes, I'm not.
I've never soda. How do we?
I don't know. Soda. Is that a Southern thing?
No, the Yankees brought it down
soda
here.
Pop.
I want a soda.
Something I want to mention real quick before I forget. The city of Jacksonville and Onslow County is inviting residents and business leaders to a public open house tomorrow.
Why?
From 4 to 6 at the City Hall. This event will give the community a chance to review and discuss the latest updates to local flood hazards and flood risk data. So it is a good time to go in there and listen and see if you might live near an area or in an area that has the risk for flooding. So
not if
new maps have been drawn.
Not if we, the people living in those areas, especially those people living along a stream, that it's a gentle flowing stream, except when 31 inches of rain come tumbling down in 24 hours, like it did with Florence here.
Mm-hmm.
And then those things that haven't been cleaned out because the residents just upstream from you failed to clean it out to get rid of all of the stuff that was in it, like floating debris. And the beavers in the area take advantage of that opportunity, and they build dams where they can have little houses in there. So, why don't you just have them relocated? Destroy those dams. They used to dynamite them when they had really big ones in some places. And then the water will back up on your property.
Right.
And it's a mess.
Well, attendees that will be able to view results of previously appealed coastal flood maps for Jacksonville and portions of Onslow County, ask questions about the updated flood studies, and as a representative from the National Flood insurance program will be there to help
Got an
too.
idea. Why don't we hold him hostage while he's here and wait for a storm and let him get firsthand experience of what it's like?
Right.
I think that would be
well,
good. Anybody all in favor, say aye.
Well, they're going to discuss the National Flood Insurance Program, but representatives are going to be from the North Carolina Floodplain Mapping Program. But they'll be able to explain the process, the data, if you're at risk, what you need to do. So this is a good informational event for anyone who's interested, going 4 to 6 tomorrow at Jacksonville City Hall. Go.
I guess that's a good thing, right?
Yes. It is a good thing. I'm going to put a little thing on our feed today.
Yeah, down the bottom of this street, even during those summertime frog stranglers that we get around here, lots of rain coming tumbling down in just a short order. Believe it or not, the National Weather Service uses the bottom of this street here, Country Club Drive and Marion Place.
Right.
You know how low it gets.
Oh, yeah,
right there?
I know, because
there's a stream that runs through there, and that stream overflows the banks. It's so much water coming down, and that creates a little bit of a hazard down there. But that's that shows up on the National Weather Service.
My goodness, Mr. Pelletier could go skiing in his yard. I mean, his yard is like a lake.
He fishes in it when
we had that heavy rain. I mean, I'm surprised the street didn't flood, but his yard was holding it all. His yard dips, and then he's got the big culverts in his yard too. So I was like, wow, you could drown in his yard.
Yeah, if you can't swim or wade out in a hurry. Okay. What else we got cooking? Anything good?
Well, you're talking about politics, and you're talking about the elections for 2026.
Oh yeah.
And and of course we have municipal elections coming in November.
Cool and collected, and the people are friendly.
Yeah, but there's some stuff coming out
with one or two exceptions, and
may I say?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into all the details,
no, not yet.
Holly Ridge is heating up.
It get hot down there in the ridge.
It's getting hot in the ridge.
Getting holy hotter than the ridge.
And I know they're supposed to be having a community event, I think, this week. I'll have to find out where they're going to discuss ETJ jurisdictions, bringing it
extraterritorial jurisdiction.
Well, I know the residents, there's a group of residents, Holly Ridge, a big group that are against further development. They're against bringing anybody into the ETJ. They want it left like the town is, and it's gotten quite verbal and quite hot in Holly Ridge.
I guess the council there put on a back burner, maybe a far back burner, at least till after the election.
Of course.
Yeah. We know how that works. Something that became somewhat controversial all of a sudden.
Yes.
About the annexation. There's no forced annexation anymore. Cities cannot just go out and willy-nilly just start stealing people and bringing them into the city and taking their money and calling it tax dollars. That used to be the way it was done. And I had a city councilman in Wilmington to tell me that they had to do this because they needed more revenue.
Yes.
That's not the reason you annex places, okay? That's just wrong. But anyway, there was apparently there's a big chunk of property that a person that doesn't own the property, but that is doing some developing or whatever, he wanted it annexed into the city. Now, it's a big chunk of property, lots of property. And for one reason or another, some people were pushing for it to be annexed, politicos. Others are saying, well, why? What's in it for us? He just wants it so that the taxpayers, the rest of the taxpayers of Holly Ridge would be paying for services to be supplied to this area, which would enhance and make it easier and cheaper for somebody to develop it. Who thought that one up? What's
this meeting in Holly Ridge is
suspicious of things like that.
Is today, September 2nd, and at the Holly Ridge Community Center at 6:30 p.m. where attendees can hear updates, ask questions, and share their thoughts.
Mhm.
It's a public information session on annexation concerns. And it's
One of the concerns
hot.
that the town of Holly Ridge might want to give some consideration to is the use of their Facebook pages and the comments that are made that have become very political and
yes.
things that are posted on Facebook, unless they're from an official source, you can generally consider them to be a lie up front and then go from there.
Right.
And there have been some really strange back and forth from comments that have been made and got to be very racist in one case.
Yes.
And very sexual in a case.
Yeah,
and it's
that's what I'm
appearing on the
saying.
town's Facebook page. You are supposed to be monitoring the stuff that's put on your page. And if you're an entity like a governing body, you better be monitoring it.
Well, that's one thing I did notice, that on their government social media page, there was some politicking going on, which should not be allowed
Well, it's not just the
any reason whatsoever on the town.
not just the
government
politicking,
page.
it's just the dirty,
Oh, yes.
the sleazy comments that were made.
Right. Yeah, that's going to be Holly Ridge is
Somebody's being opened up for a while, big old suit. Holly Ridge, you might not have posted it, but you allowed it. I might not have robbed that store, but I certainly did not stop the guy that was in my car, got out to go get it and rob it and get back in my car and I drive away. Oh no, I didn't.
Right.
I didn't allow him to do it, but he did it, and I didn't stop him.
Well, I noticed on the government page where their acting mayor had he had a meet and greet, I guess, for his election, because he wasn't elected. He was appointed as mayor to fill a vacancy.
He was appointed first to fill a vacancy on the town council.
And then
the mayor left, so the council then appointed him an appointee.
Right.
Appointed him to be the mayor.
Right.
So
now he's running.
The current mayor, and now he's running for election.
But I did see, and maybe he was not aware at the time, because I don't think he's been into any type of position like this for very long. On the town page. This was his
first venture that I would know about.
On the town page, or on his official government page that he has, he had made mention that he wanted to thank certain elected officials, et cetera, for their support in his election. I'm thinking, that's not really good to put on your government page. That's got to stay away from all that. But, you learn. You learn. But
sometimes you learn the hard way.
I've just seen a lot of the stuff coming out of Holly Ridge and heard a lot of stuff with people so opposed to annexation. Swansboro's going to do pretty much the same thing with Flybridge wants to go in there and build some condominiums and some apartments. And there's a big group in Swansboro that are very upset about that too. Flybridge is trying again. So we'll see.
And gone should be the days of the good old boy operations.
Yes.
And unfortunately, sometimes when you get a commission,
right.
Not always. Sometimes there's enough new blood that comes in that you need some of the old school folks in there.
Yes.
Hanging around for a while just to keep things. You can call them historians if you want to, whatever you want to do because everything that happens in a town board meeting it may be written down, county commission, town board, other things. It may be written down. But trying to interpret what the actual meaning was when it was done, sometimes you really need somebody from way back yonder, 5 years ago, to be able to put into context for the other people on the board to understand what's going on. Exactly. Here's what we were thinking at the time, and here's the reason for doing what we did, and it didn't have anything to do with all this other stuff you're bringing up. Whatever. But anyway, okay. Yeah. What a hoot of a show yesterday.
Hoot of a show. Ooh, I really enjoyed having Chris in here.
Well, we had a bunch. First of a bunch of Dancing Stars contestants to talk about her hard work competing in the annual Dancing Stars of Onslow County Extravaganza in October was here. She didn't give us a soft show or anything, but she is.
She was being monitored to make sure she didn't slip up.
Well, we tried. We tried. Tickets are on sale now, and so she she was here, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun with her.
Yeah, it was.
We know some people that she knows. She's
I
related
was
to, so
very
that was also fun.
impressed with
Yeah.
most of the things she had done through the years, and it was eye opening.
This Dancing Stars of Onslow County event dates back to 2012.
Yes.
Yeah, 2012, and that was the first year, and I happened to be very familiar with the lady that was involved in the very first one, and was involved in her last one last year. So she stepped back, but guess who inherited that position through no fault of her own? Through Candy's no fault of Candy. Our daughter Candy, was leading that charge for all of those years.
Yes, she was. And always done a fabulous job.
Came along during that time was her husband and her daughter, and it got to be a family event. I mean, year-round family event.
Right.
So two of them are still in it, and Candy's taking a back seat. She just makes phone calls, and she's an advisor. And
I know. But Candy's very still.
But I'll tell you what, I was impressed with my little grandbaby.
Yes,
she's not a grandbaby anymore. My young lady granddaughter, Allison, she's taken over those reins, and she's very serious and
doing
very dedicated.
Doing a fabulous job also. She learned a lot.
Hasn't hurt anybody yet.
Got her style, and she's putting it out there. But I will want to say about Miss Hillary yesterday, it was interesting listening to her background on education. I mean, she's a White Oak High School graduate. She's a local girl. And listening to the things that she's done up to this point was really fascinating.
What I liked was watching Hillary and Allison, who wasn't. She was in here listening from the futon over there.
Yeah, she had that big stick.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, to watch that and just think about like, Hillary, you used to be teaching her when she was just about so tall. Right now she's this tall, and she's telling you what to do.
It was fabulous. And I love Hillary's personality too. So she's going to be one to watch.
Yeah, y'all need to think about getting your tickets because it's only 6, 8, 9 weeks away, something like that.
I keep saying I need to go in there and get my tickets.
So you might want to give some serious thought to that. We shall see.
Yes.
And then one of our pals, ye old donkey band, Timmy Thomas.
Oh, yes.
Dropped in with his usual flair for wit and humor, and a lady that a lot of us have encountered over the decades at the DMV. The license plate agency. Chris Burrett, a community fixture from her days at Jacksonville High to her bartending, go-go dancing days on Court Street to her work as a forensics cop in Colorado, a tremendous asset to this community.
And repo lady too.
Repo lady.
Like you owe, pay, or else.
No, I'm taking your car now. If you want to sit in it, it's okay. You can hang in there if you want to, but I'm taking your car.
Yes.
Unless you pay out the money for it. Anyway, no, but Chris is a tremendous asset. They gave Chris Morris a little time to rest up yesterday, as he and his wife Kathy continue. They didn't rest up, I'm sure. They're working around the clock these days, every day of the week, to ensure that the eternal resting places for every veteran in our cemeteries is not forgotten.
That's right.
They're soliciting donations for wreaths across America. It may have been a little awkward having a Dancing Stars competitor, a go-go dancer, and a Chippendales dancer in the studio at the same time. So Chris decided he'd stay out for a while.
Yes.
He didn't want anybody to say, take it off. No.
Yes. Well, that's a lot to ask somebody. Hey, would you give up 2 hours of your morning every morning?
I guess we did have another dancer, and not you, not me, in the studio at the time. The Donkey Man.
Oh, that's right.
The Donkey Man's jackass two-step action as he makes his way across the donkey pasture. Can you imagine? We could put that. I bet you if you could sit out there and watch him in the mornings whenever he starts walking and dodging, and you could put that to music, doing the donkey two-step.
Right.
What do you think?
I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, we had a house full yesterday, and
did.
it was just kick back, lay back, talk about the past and
Yeah.
growing up in Onslow County. And
So in about a half hour or so, we're going to go down on the farm, aren't we?
yes, we are. We have two
Oh,
great guests coming in this morning,
Mhm.
Elliot Jarman and Stephanie Allen, and we're going to talk about Farmers Day Saturday.
So you can bring me some corn.
You know, I don't know, but last year they
it's
started
cooking time.
it back up,
Yeah.
which had gone into a
Funk.
so there was some years there that we had this day, but they've worked hard. Farmers Day began in the town of Richlands. It was a tradition, and when it first started, 1966. 1966.
I remember that year.
I was young, very,
I don't
very
remember
young,
that year.
I don't remember much about it. But Farmers Day was resurrected thanks to a group of individuals that live and love Richlands and
Who know how
came
to
back in
pronounce
2024.
Richlands.
Richlands, yeah.
Not everybody who lives there know how to pronounce it.
Well, yeah, that's true.
They'll be told. They'll learn.
Oh, I'm
May take a
sure they
while.
will, because there's plenty of people around that are always
it is
ready
not.
to tell you how to say it.
Read my lips.
Right.
It ain't Richlands. It's rich lands.
Mm-hmm.
You go down to the beaches. It's not topsail. It's topsail.
That's right.
Topsul. Not how it's spelled, but that's how it's pronounced. It's a nautical term.
Right.
Topsail, not topsail.
Well,
Speaking on the beach, let's talk about a little bit of water.
Let's talk about
The ocean.
water.
High pressure inland and a stalled frontal boundary a couple of 100 miles offshore. You've been wondering what those little breezes yesterday were about in the last couple of days. That was because of that boundary out there and the frontal system out inland. Oh my goodness gracious! We will have that. The winds will be weakening over the next day or two. It got breezy yesterday, but over the next day or two, they'll start to come down, and the marine conditions offshore can be more better. Today, out to 20 nautical miles, small craft advisories in effect, and that's going to last through tonight. Northeasterly winds, 15 to 20 knots, gusts to 25, seas 4 to 6 feet, about 2 to 4 near shore, sounds and rivers choppy tomorrow. Northeasterly winds, again, 10 to 15 knots, coming down a bit, seas 3 to 5 feet, 2 to 3 near shore, sounds and rivers of moderate chop. If you're going out tomorrow, know your boat, know your abilities, and also make sure you understand that the inlet may be a little bit choppy depending upon the tide and the wind at the time you go out. Thursday, northeasterly winds 5 to 10, becoming southeasterly in the afternoon, 2 to 4 footer, sounds and rivers, a light chop.
Today will be sunny with a high near 83, northeast wind around 8 miles per hour with gusts as high as 16. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 61. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 83, and Thursday, sunny with a high near 87. And right now, the beach water at Surf City, North Carolina is a balmy 81 degrees. It's good swimming.
Maybe a little cooler than this time of year normally. We've had some cool weather. I mean,
yes, we have.
This morning, about 6 o'clock, quarter after 6 this morning, you're here in the studio, not in the studio, at the studio outside. It was 57 degrees. It's still 57 degrees. Humidity is still up there. It's thick out there. I took the little doggy for a walkie. But down at the borough, it's a Swantsboro Row. At 64 degrees, Joe from the Onslow Amateur Radio Club, he's down there, and he said had a little bit of a breeze, and he was waiting for a beautiful sunrise. He was sitting on the fishing pier at the time that I chatted with him this morning. Dale, over there, River Bend, the new River Bend, up the new river of Peace. Right. It was 60 degrees, no rainfall anywhere. We've been, a week without any rain. Ken, one of the new members of the Onslow Amateur Radio Club, he lives there in Onslow Bay, a new area off Rocky Run Road, 62 degrees this morning. And Randy, fresh back from his camping trip with his new camper.
Yeah.
He was checking in from Southwest this morning, and it had 60 degrees there as well.
And do remind Randy tonight when he gets on the net meeting to go ahead and get that spatula now and take it out there and put it in his RV. He was talking about cooking on his new grill this weekend.
He's got a Blackstone, I think.
Yes, didn't have a spatula.
It's hard to flip the eggs for breakfast.
So, Randy, get your spatula, take it out right now and put it in that RV.
You need to have a backup. You need to have, when you get a camper, when you get a boat that you're going to do anything
Yes.
with, you got to have a double set of everything. Okay?
Exactly.
It's like me and tools on the big boat. I had a whole
That's right.
dedicated, because you're going to be using tools wherever you go. And I know he was also using his ham rig, so I know he's going to have tools. But cooking, you better have something for cooking.
Something for cooking.
Oh,
you got that right.
Yeah, and because it's hard to go out when you're out in the where they don't have a store. A lot of campgrounds have a campground store, whatever.
Yes.
But some places you go, you don't have a store. And if you're on a holiday, there may be no stores open. And it's hard to go to Wally World from 30 miles away.
I tell you what.
To get a spatula while the eggs are cooking.
I want to go to Sonoma Williams so bad. They have a huge store in Durham. Do you ever walk into a big, huge kitchen store like that?
I got enough. You want to buy something?
They have so many utensils. Not that you need half of what you're going to buy, but I just want to go so bad.
I think I'm going to get rid of all my guns. Well, not all the non-essential guns that I've got, the collector stuff.
Right.
I started looking again last night at the website about like gun broker and the prices that are being fetched these days. Holy moly.
Wow.
That gentleman here, he's from he's a retired state cop.
Right.
And those people I don't mind selling to because they're retired. They can still have their credentials. And they can buy without getting permits and stuff like that. They're already screened.
Right.
He was looking at one of them that I had, and I hadn't even talked about selling yet. And he said, I just hold on to that for me. It's too late now.
Right.
Because that price is more than doubled since I even checked it before. So, holy moly. Yeah. Okay. Whatever's.
I'm going to tell you about this road rage incident in Vermont that just happened over
Vermont's
the weekend.
got roads?
Well, don't they have maple syrup too?
That's about all I know about Vermont maple syrup.
This is crazy. We talk about road rage and road rage.
We have road rage here, don't we?
Talk about, it's too early, road rage. And I was telling you, I came in one morning last week and I said, there's a lot of road rage out this morning, people honking at each other. And I just knew there was going to be one incident that happened on Gum Branch, but it worked out. But I was like, I'm staying away from these people. But this is one right here in Vermont over the weekend. Aaron Williams, 44, has been charged with aggravated assault and maiming in connection with the alleged attack, and it was on August 26th, per court documents. Of course, he's pleaded not guilty.
Maiming.
But held without bond.
How did he maim somebody? You're going to tell me.
He tried to gouge the guy's eyes out.
So you remember the Three Stooges?
The victim, identified as 46-year-old Ronnie Bushway, claimed to police that Williams cut him off, then brake checked him. Oh, I hate to be brake checked. And that's when both drivers got out of their vehicles, and Williams then allegedly pushed his thumb into Bushway's eyes and repeatedly punched him, per the report. And the victim has had numerous surgeries, everything since it. Tried to gouge the man's eyes out.
That is a good way to go home weighing a little bit more than you did when you came out.
You talking about the extra lead that they would be carrying?
Yeah, a chunk of lead. 125 grains more. Maybe 3 times that.
Oh, it's on dash cam video too.
No.
Can you imagine?
Buddy.
Man's got some serious anger issues.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I'm telling you need to be careful when it comes to road rage.
I saw a movie.
Go on.
Sunday, I guess it was. Robert and I were watching. It's something or another about catfishing. You know what catfishing is?
Yes. Yes. Okay. That's like somebody on social media that you connect with, and they try to tell you, hey, I'm this and I'm that, and I have this and that. And they show, I could tell you about a past boyfriend.
Of yours?
Well, sort of, yeah. Back in high school,
Sorta.
and it very nice looking man, and we had reconnected after many years on social media, and all the pictures he sent me. And when he did come to town for a class reunion, talk about catfish. I mean, not really. I mean, he was the same person, but pictures were very deceiving.
Well, the catfishing here was
Right.
the little girl, young girl.
Oh no.
She was, in school. It was stuff was being posted on various social media stuff,
Right.
calling her, you ain't got no butt, you ain't got no other stuff, you ain't got this, and that boyfriend of yours, he's going to dump you. He's already cheating on you, and he's just going to leave you by the curb type thing.
That's horrible.
And it just went on and on and on and on. Why don't you just kill yourself? Why don't you just need to kill yourself? What she didn't.
Oh,
Her mom and her daddy got involved.
Oh.
And finally the sheriff got involved. The boy's parents got involved. Her boyfriend. They'd been boyfriend, girlfriend going together for a couple of years or so at age 12 or 13, 14. But anyway, they were an item, I think. Isn't that what they call it? They were an item. Anyway, he was beside himself. And it got to the point that it was having a major impact on their relationship. The girl was distraught, and all this stuff was over social media. They had a whole bunch of suspects. This was a very small school, 700 people in the whole class, all of the classes, 700.
That's horrible.
And it was a very small town. Everybody knew everybody. And the whole thing went on and on and on. And a little bit of a surprise ending. But then when I started looking at it closer towards the end, it got, and I'm like, ruh-roh. The girl's mama. And they had the girl and the boy kind of split up, but she was helping the boy a lot.
What?
As he was getting older.
Okay,
and she had an infatuation with that kid.
Oh my.
And she did everything she could to destroy that relationship. And then the sheriff reached out to a guy who was involved with the FBI and doing crimes like this, because the sheriff in the small community did not have the resources being the intelligence gathering and the investigative abilities to go the route that can be done by the FBI. Got her.
Wow.
Confronted her. It's a real story, obviously not a documentary.
Wow.
It's a real story that happened.
Oh my goodness.
She went to prison. The mother.
Well, Rayford, that's like.
But all of these other people that were accused and investigated.
Right.
Her friends.
Right.
All sorts of folks out there.
Right.
It was like, and obviously the mother was sick, but it's weird. It's a movie. I forgot the exact name of it, but it's got catfishing in the title. Or at least in the description.
Was it on like Netflix?
Yeah, one of those shows.
I'll have to look for that.
Just look for it.
I was looking for something last night to kind of wind down the evening and watch, and sometimes I just don't know where to go.
For the kids out there, this may be something that parents watch it first, and then as your kid is approaching the age where they need to know this kind of stuff,
right?
You may want to have some chats with them. And not that it's going to be the mama. The reason this movie was made is obviously it was such a strange story.
Right.
But most of the cases are not going to be involving your mama or anything like that. But it could be involving a cousin. It could be involving, the smaller the town, the more likely it is going to be somebody you know.
Well, I'm watching one right now where the mama is on trial for first-degree murder, first-degree conspiracy. She didn't pull the trigger. She wasn't at the scene, but it is alleged that She knew about it and helped her son and was all part of paying off the hitman, et cetera, et cetera. And she's on trial now
That's
in
called
Florida.
murder. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, in Florida in most other states, it's murder. You don't have to pull the trigger.
No.
Murder.
You can go. You can serve the same amount of time, and
That's
if
right.
the other person rats on you,
That's
you
right.
could actually end up serving more time than the guy that pulled the trigger. Did you know that?
Well, her son is in prison for life now because he actually hired the person, but Mama was aware of it from the beginning and helped make the payment. But have you heard have you heard Ding Dong Ditch, that new TikTok game that people are playing?
I did. And yes, I did. And I'm like, I had never heard of it until, kids are dumb.
Have you got that story about the 11-year-old? Go right ahead.
Kids are dumb.
Go right ahead.
They're invincible. They have no common sense.
No common sense whatsoever.
In spite of warnings, a recent prank. This is a prank. This is a prank. Mm-hmm. It's not a fun prank. Some pranks, like this one, have deadly consequences. In Houston, an 11-year-old boy, one of a number of pranksters, he would run up, ring the doorbell, then take off. It was a common thing in the area. Mm-hmm. Ding dong ditching. The 11-year-old is dead.
Yes.
Shot dead by a person who was scared, a frightened person. No charges yet, but the investigation is continuing. The unidentified kid in Houston is not the first to die playing this prank. In 2023, a Southern California man was convicted on 3 counts of first-degree murder for killing 3 teenage boys by intentionally ramming their car after they rang his doorbell as a prank. He ran into them. A car is considered a deadly weapon when misused, as is a tire tool, as is a baseball bat, as is a pickaxe handle, as in most anything that you pick your hands up and you get hit somebody with, they are considered deadly weapons.
Right.
In May, this past May, a Virginia man charged with second-degree murder when he fatally shot an 18-year-old who had rung his doorbell while the kid was filming a TikTok video of the prank that he was pulling. Kids, please, for God's sakes, don't do this kind of stuff. What is the fun in it? To watch somebody come out there? I remember back on Halloween days, we
used to TP. Well, not we, but people TP.
No. People would TP things. They would throw eggs at places. They'd throw eggs at passing cars.
Right.
Dangerous all the way around. And here's one and you want to get mad, you go pick on the old guy living alone at the house.
Oh, no.
And pick up a bag, a paper bag full of dog poop, put it on his front porch and set fire to it and ring his doorbell. He comes there and he stomps the fire out. And guess what happens?
Right.
Now, if you don't think that's going to make some people mad who are not necessarily under self-control anyway, but at the heat of the moment,
that's right.
That's going to make them mad, killing mad.
Yes.
It happens. As responsible adults, we know better than to use deadly force in retaliation for such pranks. However, kids, we know that we aren't supposed to do it. Does not mean that some of us ain't going to do it. Some of them, I'm not.
The little games that we used to play as kids that were pretty innocent, probably not nice, but times have changed.
As aging adults, living in fear for our safety, given the uncontrolled violence, home invasions, and carjackings in this country, it's understandable. Those folks at home have little faith in the legal and judicial systems. They read about it. They see it happening to others. They see about neighbors and people in their same town, their little town. Somebody breaks in and kills them, rapes them, terrorizes them.
Right.
It happens in little towns. It happens in big towns. And people are afraid.
Yeah. Well, these days.
If you go knocking on your door in the middle of the night and you get up and you're going to get up all alone, aren't you? You, your dogs, and your Smith.
Exactly.
And Mr. Smith is not.
Mr. Smith's going to be with me.
He's got his friends, Mr. Wesson, with him.
Yes, and Mr. Sig.
But anyway, people are getting to be afraid. They do not want to become the next victim. It happens. It's happened in this neighborhood 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Oh,
So,
that's right.
Right down the street.
That's right. Didn't somebody get
They
murdered?
No, they didn't get murdered.
They got unalived or
They
something?
got assassinated after they decided to break into a man's house,
Right.
and they waited for this man, and
that.
it was two Marines living there, and the dad of one of those Marines, I don't know whether they had just come back from deployment or getting ready to be deployed, right down the street here.
Right.
I mean, 5 blocks away, 4 blocks away. The two guys decided they would wait for these 3 people to come home, and they apparently, when they got home, they had found one of the Marines had a shotgun, and they had the shotgun.
Oh,
and they
that's
held
right.
it. They held them at bay, and like they were, according to these Marines, they were talking between themselves about killing them.
Right.
They were a couple of young thugs, early 20s, late teens, whatever. They were punks.
Dumb.
They were dumb.
Well, I've told you many times.
They wanted to take it to the next level. Well, guess what happened?
That's just crazy.
After they were sitting there for a while, one of the Marines looked at them and said, "That's my gun. He doesn't even have it loaded.
Oh.
He didn't have a round in the chamber."
Oh.
It takes too long if you don't know what you're doing. You know, obviously these punks did not know.
Ooh. So it was on from there?
They attacked them. They beat them down. They got the shotgun, put a round in the chamber.
Ooh.
Shot one dead. Shot the other one dead.
Wow.
In the house.
Wow. I remember.
No charges. Wow. Self-defense. Castle doctrine applies,
Castle doctrine. That's right.
You do not have to retreat under those conditions.
That's right.
And these were combat
like
Marines.
This guy in Texas, I kind of suppose that maybe he may be looking at some charges for shooting.
Absolutely. It's going to happen because you cannot shoot somebody through your door, or even when you do something like that, you can't do it. No.
They're standing on your front step.
No. You
don't open the door and shoot them.
They do not pose any harm to you.
Right.
And if you're coming to my door, I'm going to encourage you to leave.
Right.
I've sent 2 people packing recently, not at gunpoint. I will tell you that they left of their own accord.
Well, I've told you many times about.
But as parents of juveniles, y'all, you're a parent of a kid, a young person. They're all juveniles. What, 18 now? It's your responsibility to control your children. You need to explain that pranks are not funny when they're done like funny.
No.
These cause fear in the hearts of normally passive individuals because they read the headlines. What y'all don't read except on TikTok and X and Facebook and whatever fun things that they do. Running up behind somebody and pouring ice water on them.
Please don't. Please don't.
There are tens of thousands of North Carolinians carrying guns.
Oh,
you
yes.
Understand?
Yeah, yes.
They would consider that an attack, an assault. You need to watch yourself. An 11-year-old should not be running the streets at nights these days. They should not be out there.
I agree.
The times are not like they were 50 years ago when we could play until the street lights came on or until somebody was outside whistling as they did my neighbor next door or hollering. Because that used to be the form of communications, not calling on a cell phone. We didn't have those things. But people, please, talk to your kids, educate them. Go pull this story down.
Well, first of all, what are your kids doing out at that time of the night?
The guy was not right doing what he did. However, the kid was not right. He's the one that started it.
I agree.
But that doesn't mean it was right for the guy with the gun in his house in Houston to take that action. But that doesn't matter to the kid because he's dead. His parents, their kid is dead. Who is to blame? All of the above.
All of the above.
Everybody shares the responsibility in this.
And the one homeowner may have pulled the trigger, but you know what? What was the 11-year-old doing out that time of night there doing what he was doing?
Did not deserve to be shot did not deserve getting killed, but that's the way the cookie crumbles.
It's a domino effect, and why aren't we talking to our kids about the importance of being in the house by a certain time, and the importance of not copying what you see on TikTok? It's just some of the stuff on TikTok I would have never dreamt of doing as a kid.
No,
Never.
absolutely not.
God.
The Trump crackdown started off with a head-to-head battle with the Washington, D.C. mayor a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But President Trump is thanking the mayor, that's Muriel Bowser, for cooperating with his administration, as well as the deployment of National Guard troops to the city to help combat the crime. It was out of control. The joint effort has resulted in an 87% drop in carjackings and a 45% overall decline in violent crime. And this has happened in a little over a month.
Wow.
Earlier this summer, the president called on National Guard troops to assist local cops in patrolling the district when it was revealed what everyone apparently already knew, but they weren't admitting. Crime was out of control. People were afraid. Even House representatives and senators and their staffs had become victims of those criminals in the nation's capital. Trump pointed out how the mayor's comments and her actions were supportive of the crime-fighting efforts, noting how other cities across the nation in the same predicaments continue to fight the administration's effort to help them fight crime, to protect the lives and properties of the citizens in those communities. Mayor Bowser, last week, bragged that the crime rate in Washington had dropped during this summer,
yes,
with the increased emphasis on making the city safer. Well, thank you, Mayor, for understanding and recognizing it. You don't have to thank the president or anybody else, but you know what? Facts is facts.
Making the city safe again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Very interesting. Very interesting. In Chicago.
Okay, we've got, all right. Let's may as well talk before we get carried away and get lost.
All right, go right ahead.
It's just turned. The 8 o'clock advisory has just momentarily, minutes ago, came out for a system. Right now, it's called a wave. I wish we could wave bye-bye to it. There's now a 70% chance of formation in the next 7 days, 30% chance over the next 2 days. This X moving into an atmosphere a location that's very conducive to further development. That's what they're calling it. It's just south of the Cape Verde Islands. Came off as a wave off the west coast of Africa Sunday, I guess it was, and is moving generally westward, expected to go west-northwest, depending upon whether that actually occurs or not. And a direct, definitive direction of travel will not be available until it becomes a system with a spin to it. Something meandering back and forth is what occurs. It's generally moving westward. That's all they can say.
That's right.
That could be anywhere from northwest to southwest, kind of a wide area, and no definitive target there. But once it starts rotating, it generally has a more direct direction of travel. Not to say that it won't change, as we've watched several systems of late do that. Hopefully this will be one, because it's in an area where it could build, and there's nothing in between it and the nearest land masses except gradually warming water out there, and even down in the South Atlantic. The water temperature is water temperature, and it's going to be a little bit cooler further offshore, and that's where it's headed. But it's also headed for the land of opportunity. The whole island chains coming off the coast of South America, running up towards the Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, that island chain there. And then, of course, there's Cuba, there's the Dominican Republic, there's Jamaica, there's, that kind of stuff hanging out there in the middle. And the island chain known as the Bahamas, just off the southeast coast of the United States. So all of that is potential fodder. And as it gets closer to land masses, the water temperature will increase dramatically.
Right.
And warm water is what these things feed off of. So just letting you know, there's something we need to begin to watch here, and we're watching it. So haven't put out a whole lot about it because there's really nothing to say, because it could get out there into this area where it says it could build up here in 30% of the next 2 days, and then it could also just falter.
That's true.
Fizz away, which is what we hope for.
Yes,
Okay.
we're hoping for that.
So we will stay. We'll keep you up to speed on it
What's
as
crazy,
things happen.
we were
change.
looking at it this morning and it was orange. And then when they did the 8 o'clock update,
It went red.
it went red.
Mhm.
You're like,
I watched it
"Whoa."
over there on the monitor. I
Yes.
saw, flip.
Well, I see that now. I mean, when you said that, I was like, whoa. And then I brought it up on my laptop, and yes, I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
So it's getting really close to this area that is
Mhm.
conducive for further development. That's what that big elongated looks like a zucchini.
Yes. Kind of like maybe an eggplant.
Yeah,
Maybe a
some
zucchini.
eggplants. Yep.
Well, speaking of such, are you getting ready to plant for fall crops?
I got some seeds over there.
I saw that.
I've got to go pick up some more soil, some fresh soil to put on
Eggplant.
top.
I saw the eggplant seeds.
Yeah, there's an eggplant over
I'm
there.
trying to. I pulled
I still
everything
got
out of
some nice
mine.
eggplants over there. Did you see a bunch of tree limbs missing over there this morning?
It was dark,
Okay, well,
and I'm busy looking for that spider.
the spiders out there.
Well, last year it was by the door.
That was
Big, huge garden spider, which is harmless, but he looks deadly.
This one out there is about 3.5 inches. The body's about 3.5 inches long. He's about
Oh
8 feet
my
long, including the
gosh.
legs. That sucker's got some long legs, bunches of them.
Well, I told you the last couple of mornings that when I was coming in, it was dark.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm coming around the side of the house, you could hear stuff moving over here because you have a lot of trees and shrubs. And I'm like, if anything jumps out at me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be waking up the whole neighborhood. And then you sent that picture of the spiders. So this morning, I'm just like, oh
Wait till I get the bat houses up.
my gosh, I need to put a bat house up.
I'm gonna put a bunch
I
of
need
them
a
up.
butterfly. I need some butterfly
Yep,
houses.
we need that.
Thank you, Carol. And I need a bat house,
Mhm.
and I need some hummingbird stuff. So
So we got the hummingbirds, and all those suckers have been active. I've been watching them. She's been feeding them. I've been watching them.
I haven't seen any at all. Of course, I don't have my hummingbird feeder up.
Well, they're
either,
not going to
so-
show up. If you don't feed them,
Yeah.
they're not coming.
And then that plastic owl that I had in the backyard kind of detoured, kept my hummingbirds from coming in. They were like, nope, not doing it.
Yesterday, Labor Day, right?
Yes.
It's celebrations, festivities across the country.
My
of
brother's
stuff happening.
birthday,
Your brother's birthday.
which my mom was in labor on Labor Day.
Appropriate.
Yes.
3 people, including a kid, were hurt yesterday
Oh,
when a
no.
minivan plowed into a crowd at a festival in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh my
The
gosh.
3-day Capona Festival was ending about 6 o'clock in the evening, and a woman in a red minivan drove around parked cars and barricades and ran into the crowd. The child and 2 adults were hurt. The mayor of the town noted that a 7-year-old boy was listed in critical condition as a result of the incident.
Oh no.
I'm like, really? The 2 adults include a man who works for the city and a woman in a wheelchair. Their conditions not known. The district attorney's office told reporters the driver of the van has since been taken into custody. That's a good thing. Police were not aware of any life-threatening injuries here. Police were reportedly clearing the area because the festival was coming to an end at the time, just before 6.
Wow.
Vendors were also packing up. They'd been set up on the roadway. The van barreled down during the chaotic scene. They've got roads that are closed. You got people lining the roadways. You got things that you drive around a barricades. You drive around the cars that are parked there, and you run into 3 people.
And what did they charge her with?
I'm sure it's going to be assault with a deadly weapon. That's what it was in North Carolina because there was an intentional act. It's come on, people, for God's sakes. We got a lot of little seasons, a lot of holidays and stuff coming up. The next one, I guess, is Halloween, and I imagine all the kids that'll be out at that time.
Wait a minute. Let me check. Halloween is
It's the 31st of October.
Yes, I knew that. And guess what? It's on a Friday night.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Friday night.
So, just more opportunities here for nastiness to prevail, shall we say. It's not good.
No, not whatsoever. Hey, did you hear about Maysville had an unexpected visitor over the weekend, a guest in the town of Maysville.
Really?
It was a small alligator.
In Maysville?
This thing doesn't look like it's too it was a little one.
They got my gator?
It stirred up a lot of reaction.
Oh my.
But this thing looks like, its tail is probably 2 feet long, but the body of the gator is he's a baby gator.
Well, that's
he's a baby
good.
gator.
Little baby gators, they're interesting.
Yes, very much so.
And my little baby gator. What?
This is a Stephanie I've met before.
Oh, she would have been talking about Stephanie. Stephanie, if your ears were burning, it's because of her.
No, I was like, wait a minute.
You would have heard the stuff she said off mic.
No, I want her in here one morning to talk about 911 operations.
Oh, yeah.
When Elliot said, I'm bringing Elliot, you come right over here. When I bring it, I'm going to bring in Stephanie with me. I go, I wonder if this is the same Stephanie.
Elliot, she wants you between a rock and a hard
Stephanie,
place.
we're going to change chairs so people can see you.
I'm used to being there.
You come right over here.
Okay. It is what they used to have. What was that called? Like the cakewalk or something? Musical chairs. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. Well, I want to make sure that everybody can see her pretty face.
I got to get a tune going out here, or something that we can just play every time you get up beside you. Want to change places?
Yeah, we need to start adding stuff like that. That would be really fun. Yeah. Anyway, welcome in.
If you don't want to put those on to mess up your hair, you're fine.
I don't think this one's already ready to go. Is yours on?
No, probably not.
They're already ready to go. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, those are some battery powered
Yeah, these
wireless
are on.
ones.
She
You
had
get up and walk around.
She had them right,
and
like
run
she
away.
doesn't know what to do with them. I'm sure she's well versed in headphones.
She got some real sophisticated ones out there at
Yes.
911 center.
Just the 1 ear ones.
Yeah.
But anyway, we had Elliot German and
Mhm.
Stephanie Allen, and this is all about Richland's Farmers Day coming Saturday.
She pronounced it okay. Rich.
She did.
Yes.
She did.
Just
Too.
wanted to be sure.
Heck, I
you know.
grew up here now.
Yeah. It was, we it's always fun to, and I know people who move in and they love Richlands, but they also like Richlands.
That's right.
But anyway, they get over it. I'm sure they will be told enough. Sooner or later, they say, I better do it like they do it.
I told one at the tax office the other morning.
Oh, did you?
Oh, did you?
Do you confront them like I do?
Sometimes.
I have to tell you, Elliot, I saw you a couple weeks ago, all dressed up in a gorgeous suit going before the county commissioners. I said, there's
Right.
Elliot. He's probably going to talk about Farmers Day.
Not quite.
It was different, right? But yeah, I was like, that's
If
Elliot.
you go before the talk about Farmers Day, you need to be wearing a straw hat and all that sort of coveralls, right?
Coveralls. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Absolutely.
That's right. That's
Are they
right.
overalls or coveralls?
You have to ask my brother. I don't wear them a whole lot.
I don't either. Oh.
Coveralls covers everything, I believe. Overalls is just
That's right, Elliot. You're right. That's a good point.
and I'm pretty sure they were made originally started in Clinton, North Carolina.
There was a big Bluebell.
Really?
Was that the name of the company? I forgot. Anyway, they. I don't know if that was where they started or not, but I know they had a big company there making them
Yes.
for a long time. Farmers Day, 2025. What's the difference between a Richlands farmer and a gentleman farmer? Because I hear these things about gentleman farmers a lot. You read about them.
I'm not sure.
I think those are the guys that actually hang out somewhere and sip the mint juleps or something.
You're probably
While
right.
the real farmers get out there and do the work.
That's exactly right.
Okay, that's the gentleman farmer. I just saying a wild guess. No, I think probably the definition actually goes back to people buying. They moved to an area. They had some money to invest in something. They always wanted to play in a garden, so they went out and got on steroids, and they bought a little farm, and they became gentlemen farmers.
I understand.
Not enough to make any money, but they had a good time.
That's right.
So I'm going to guess that's where it came from. We can make it up as we go along.
Absolutely.
So Farmers Day 2025, there were some spaces in between some of the events over the years, because it used to be an annual event, and then it got to be an almost annual event.
Yes.
And then there were a couple of dropouts, and then you had the pandemic, and then you're back.
Mm.
We're trying.
Oh,
Last year was good. I think it turned out pretty well.
uh-huh.
We're trying it again this year. Stephanie has done a fantastic job this year putting everything together.
The great organizer.
I don't do a whole lot. I just write checks when I need to.
Well,
Oh,
that's a lot of
you got
responsibility.
a blank one with you?
I might.
Just sign it. I'll take care of the rest. I need a radio, another one.
Well, we need a lot too.
Oh, I don't need a lot. I just want a lot.
I think we all
So
want.
what's the difference in the Farmer's Day now than it was way back when? You still got the antique tractors?
We should have a few this year.
Mm-hmm.
Not many people's doing a whole lot of that anymore. And I think there's like different shows all around the area. So people go to different shows. But we're supposed to have some, not making any promises.
Okay.
So
Did you, I want to say way back when I went, and it was, I believe I remember something called a tractor pull.
yes.
Okay, good. Dream that.
Yeah, they did that. That was years ago. That was when I was little. They did it in the very back behind the football field and all that. So
Any tractors have the rear ends pulled out of them or any time? Do you know?
I don't think so. Not that I can
They
remember.
just pulled them across the line. Look, kind of like tug of war.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
A tug of war with tractors.
Well, they pulled the sled. It was just like a regular tractor pull.
Oh, is that what it
The
was?
weighted sled.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Like the sleds are for tobacco. That's what the sleds used to be for, right?
Yes.
The sled was on the ground and then put a.
I reckon that's before my time.
You didn't work in the back, you did.
I did not.
Oh, you're from Richland?
I am.
How'd you get out of that? Oh,
I'm young.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, I remember working at my granddaddy, so he had it. We all had to go help him every weekend.
My dad and all them, they all worked in it for years. But
So what you got this year? What kind of reasons should we have to go? It's not a lot, except it's going to be a Farmer's Day original. It should be enough.
yes,
They're
sir.
going to have some food.
We're gonna have some food. I'll let Stephanie take over.
We have 16 food trucks.
Wow.
Ranging
16.
from, we have rolling lumpia. So if you want
Ooh.
lumpias, we've got ice cream. Italian ice, Cole Vanelli's from Richlands is going to be there. Honey Bun Cake Factory will be there.
Honey Bun Cake Factory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 16 this year, so a lot more than last year. We have coffee. We have 2 coffee. We have 321 Bloom Cafe and T&T Brews, which is from Richlands.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Well, that'd be
and we
fun.
have over 70 vendors.
Wow.
Yep. And then we have the inflatables, so a kids area, with the help of Catalyst Church out of Richlands. We have Luna Entertainment. She's doing balloon art or balloon
Twisting
animals,
time and
yes.
stuff.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
and face painting and all that good stuff. So we have lots of games that we're putting on: the egg toss, sack race, watermelon eating contest, a hot dog eating contest this year. Let me
Oh,
see.
no.
Yeah.
People get sick when they do too many, don't they?
Well, we shall see. This is the first year we're doing
She knows who to call.
That's true.
We'll also have plenty of barbecue.
Oh.
And without, may as well pack up and go home.
My brother's cooking 7 hogs this year.
Oh, wow.
Seriously.
We did 5 last year and sold out.
And sweet potato fries.
Yes.
Oh,
the
really?
fire department.
Oh,
Yep.
well, my wife was just eating, do nothing but eat sweet potato fries.
Well,
Now
come
this meeting Saturday morning, Rayford, you're gonna have to tell the guys in there to short
yeah.
talk this all so we can get out in time to go and be there early enough.
Well, we're on the way.
Yeah.
Oh no, we got to go to Gum Branch Road if we go that way. We'll go the other way. Traffic might get backed up.
And we're there. We are there till this year.
That's
I
right.
just want to make sure I get there in time for the barbecue.
We'll save you some.
Barbecue,
Definitely.
slaw, hush puppies.
Yes.
No hush puppies.
No hush puppies.
No hush puppies.
What?
Too much aggravation.
That's a lot of grease. That's a lot of grease to
Sweet
heat up.
potato fries only.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
it.
like
I'm
that.
sorry.
I like that. I like that. Are you having
That's
the
all right. I'll do.
Are you having the doggy contest, the costume contest for the dogs? Remember,
No, ma'am.
my dog, one of my dogs won second place one
Aw.
year.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be put on by the Friends of Farmers. And
Right.
that ended somewhere around 17, 18.
Yeah. Right before Florence.
It was I guess a fundraiser for them to give a scholarship.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
And-
that's right.
No self-respecting
That's right.
farmer would dress up his dog, would he? Unless he was
Uh,
visiting the school.
I don't know. You never know these days.
That's right.
So this is what was the location? Heritage Elementary School.
Yes, ma'am.
They're off of 258, and
Okay.
gates open at
10 o'clock.
10
Mm-hmm.
and close at 7.
Now, Heritage is located, for those folks who do not know, because Richlands used to have basically one school. We can always find that one.
Yeah.
So we go through Richlands coming from Jacksonville.
Right when you get into Richlands, it'll be on the right.
It's right before the Richlands High School.
Okay, well, so is that near the high school?
It's
Yes,
Look
right
for the
right
beside
traffic.
it. Yeah.
Look for the traffic. I know where it is now.
It's at the light where there's the Navy Federal and McDonald's on
You
one
got a
side.
light in Richlands now?
We
We got a
have
few.
few. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
We do.
Yeah.
Oh, and Starbucks. Starbucks is at the light now.
You got a Hardee's and everything there now. Don't you?
Well,
They closed Hardee's down.
Well, you got a McDonald's there.
We have McDonald's.
Hardee's?
They did.
Oh, wow. They
Yeah,
closed Hardee's?
Richlands has grown, my God.
Man, I used to stop at Hardee's when I'd come through there a lot.
That was just a real quick crossroads. When you come in from out yonder, from wherever direction I was coming from, you go through Richlands and you either go, I wonder how the traffic is on Gum Branch Road, or I have to go through Jacksonville. Oh, I'll take Gum Branch. Flip
It'll
the
be
corner and
fine.
go.
Just drive and follow your driving laws and you'll be fine.
How about the other people on Gum Branch Road
I'm
that don't?
taking 258.
I don't want to get stuck in the traffic.
Plenty of parking.
Should be.
Very good. Are you offering anything to people that have to park far out, any in the field,
Like in
and
Jacksonville.
you give them golf cart rides
So
and
we're supposed to have a trailer full of hay
oh, nice.
with the tractor, and they'll shuttle you from the high school to
Okay.
where Farmers Day.
So you get a hayride at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Good to know. Good to know.
Well,
And it's free admission. It doesn't
Yes.
cost anything to go.
Do you
That's
have
right.
flight attendants on board to go hand out desserts or something to eat, meat, peanuts?
I'll get you some peanuts if you want to come.
Didn't you get peanuts the last time you were?
I always get, if there's peanuts available, I get peanuts. Popcorn available, I get popcorn.
Right.
And that's
right.
a me thing.
Any entertainment?
We do have quite a bit of entertainment.
Mhm.
Very
We
good.
have starting at 10 o'clock, kicking things off is the Easy Living Band. So they are beach music,
okay.
yeah, different genres of music. Then we have the Brent Penny family.
Yes.
That is like bluegrass. And then we have the Marine Corps band that's playing from 1 to 2.
really?
Mhm.
Oh,
And then from 3 to 5 is the Elijah Harris. And then
Okay.
from 6 to 7 is the Catalyst Church band.
right.
And then from 6 to 7, we'll be doing a DJ dance party
oh,
Okay.
nice.
with DJ Ryan Stevens.
Kind of like American
Okay.
Bandstand, huh?
Yeah.
Sure, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
So there's something to do. And how much are the tickets at the gate to get in?
0.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Free parking,
Free
free
parking.
admission.
Mm-hmm.
Take some money with you though.
Because you're going to get some food. You
'Cause
got
you're
to
gonna
have
want
to
some
have food.
barbecue.
That's right.
You don't want some peanuts.
Now, let's see, if you plan this right, you get there when the gates open, you can walk around long enough to kind of get the flavor,
Mhm.
pardon the pun, of the atmosphere there, what's going on. Then you can have lunch. I would strongly suggest you get in that line about 11:15-ish, at whatever your choice is. Go ahead and get your food. Then you can go walk around, look at the bands, listen to the bands, and if you don't know somebody there, you will before you leave, unless you're just absolutely stuck up. So just say howdy and how you doing.
That's right.
So people will talk to you in rich lands.
Oh, yeah, it was. Now, this originally started in 1966, Farmers Day, and I think when was the last one before last year? Was it 2016?
16, 17,
17, yeah.
somewhere
Yeah.
around there.
And then last year, you and others jumped in and said we're bringing it back.
Yes.
And 2024 was the first since it had gone kind of quiet for a couple of years. Of course, you know, like you said, we had Florence, we had COVID, we had everything that was happening there for a couple of years. So thank you for bringing it back. I mean,
Yeah,
I can
absolutely.
remember going, and it was such a great time.
Yeah, I remember going
Great time.
years ago before I was able to drive, and
Yes.
Dad took us. We would go up there.
It was
He
a big deal.
Yeah,
It was a very big deal.
Yes.
he was one of those gentleman farmers. He bought a little piece of land over there, and had 50 little piece of land was 50 acres, and he played in it, farming, and had a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Lots
Some
of
people
fun.
love it.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
It was
listen,
a lot of work.
weather's going to be very cooperative this weekend too.
Thank the Lord.
So,
Should be.
Yes.
It
looks good
seems
so
to be
far.
that
As
way.
of right
Looks
now,
good.
it was better than last year.
yes. Oh, yeah.
Because we saw the rain coming and we were just praying that it went away. We have a rain date just in case for September
Really?
13th. Because of last
Nice.
year, we wanted to be prepared just in case. But
That's
so
great.
far, so good.
That's great. That's good to know.
Yeah, even that system that's down there off the coast of Africa right now, it won't be here by this weekend.
No,
Not at all.
it's going to
Even
be
if
a
it speeds
beautiful
up.
weekend.
If it
It's gonna
comes,
be beautiful.
even if it shows up,
and it's not too hot.
no. Oh, if the weather will be like this, you will be in hog heaven
Oh,
there.
it'd be
Yes.
perfect.
Hog heaven.
Speaking of the fair,
Hogs.
do you have any livestock or anything like that? None
We
of
do
that?
have a longhorn bull that will be
Oh,
there
really?
from Cattle Company.
Uh-huh.
We had to ride them. We're going to have riding.
I will pay to let you ride it.
I'm not
And I'll watch.
I will have a camera.
yeah, thanks, Elliot. Yeah. We shall have EMS parked right next door to it.
Mhm.
We will have EMS out there. Yep.
Yeah, we don't have the farming like we used to.
You know, who was I talking to? I was coming back Halltown Road the other day from, I don't know where I was. And I'm looking at, I said, there's a farm here. There's tobacco here. It used to be wherever you go, the big old tobacco. But these are basically patches. They were more
Right.
like tobacco, very small patches of tobacco here. And one guy's yard, I found it interesting, between his house and the house next door, he had a patch of tobacco growing. Looked like a garden. But out back there was a little bigger area, but not like the massive farms of yesteryear. Do we have any big farms, like tobacco farms in Onslow County now? I mean, we're talking about dozens and dozens of acres.
I don't pay attention much anymore, but I know on 258, before you get into Richland on the right, the old Sylvester Farm, the past few years has been a lot of tobacco there.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just don't see it like you
No,
used
you
to.
know, well, tobacco took such a hit anyway.
Right, right.
Um,
Well, there used to be a lot of farming, cows, pigs. Of course, turkeys will never go away. They're still around.
yeah, still got some turkey farms, I think, on Gumrush Road, right?
I don't know about
I don't-
Gum Branch. I know the biggest ones are heading out of Richlands into Duplin. But do we still have any in Onslow?
We do.
I think so, yeah.
There's a few.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. So if you got any people coming from far and wide with some stuff to display, anybody coming from out of the area?
I mean, some of the vendors are, but most of them are local.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Last year we had a lady drive down from Virginia,
Mhm.
Virginia,
Virginia,
somewhere
I
up
think it was.
there.
Uh-huh.
When she heard Farmers Day was coming back, she was a vendor.
Yeah.
And
Good.
she had to
Nice.
come back.
That's what I was
Oh,
thinking,
that's
because
wonderful.
it'd be interesting just to see how far and wide they come from. So, cool. You getting any good publicity?
Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
we got some signs on the highway.
Yes, we've
Yeah.
shared your stuff.
So-
Yes.
Well, we'll do our part. And if we can get some of the other folks to do theirs.
We appreciate
Folks,
it.
and really, this is a fun time. If you're a farmer, you're not a farmer, it doesn't matter. You live in the area, it's just a lot of fun to go and walk around. It's big, it's non-invasive. You're not going to get needled. You're not going to get people trying to gouge you for anything. If you want it and you want to buy it, cool. If you don't, just look around. And
Absolutely.
there's nobody there that will not help you or give you some advice. If you're growing a garden, you might find somebody to answer your questions. Like I always have to find somebody to answer mine because my garden this year sucked.
Mine
It's been bad.
started off good and then went right
It looked
down.
great, but nothing came up from it.
Right.
We had a lot of rain this year.
Yeah, we had
Yes.
that too.
We had some unusual weather. I mean, we went through the heat from Hades, and then we went through the rain that would never stop, and
Yeah.
it's just been one of those years.
But just what I'm getting ready to do, because the weatherman tells me
Me
it's going to
too.
look pretty good. I'm planting it again. I'm
I
pulling up
love
all
it.
the old stuff. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to take advantage of one of those, what they used to call the second season.
That's right.
Yeah.
And not as many bugs, not as much heat to get out there and work that
It
thing.
was too hot. The bugs all died from the heat.
And
I
I
know
found out
about
something
that.
from one of our friends who's been in here, that tree that I got growing out there that we used to love to have for shade over the garden area, it has stuff in it that actually hurts the soil.
Wow.
So I started trimming the limbs off yesterday so I can get it down to where I can get the big chainsaw out, and it's gone.
I got
It is going. I don't even want the remains on my fireplace.
Would you please put her number on your speed dial? You're going to go be
It's
cutting trees
119. I'm dyslexic.
down.
How long you been working in 911?
20 years.
Oh, well, Lord.
We're going to have one morning just her in here for her stories. I was extremely impressed when I took the Sheriff's Academy,
Mhm.
Citizens Academy, and when we got to visit the 911
Yeah.
center, I was so impressed with this young lady. I kept saying, I want you to come in on the show. Then I lost your information, and then I tried calling several times, but
911 is
evidently
Stephanie there?
Right.
my messages never got through
Don't do that,
because,
y'all.
and I'm just like, well, someday I'm going to go down to EOC and I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to find her.
If you can get in. I hope you can't get in. They protect that area.
I'm not worried about it. I'm an innocent person. I'm not there to make trouble.
There are 22,000 people that claim to be innocent in North Carolina prison system right now.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Okay, 911. Here's your trivia.
Yes.
Why is it called 911?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but it needed to be a number that was universal where it was easy to
Yeah,
dial.
we got 911 for this other situation that we have to deal with. 911 versus 911.
Well, that was because it happened on September 11th.
Now I'll tell you what when the 911 system was coming to North Carolina, because I was present when the lady was going around and talking to kids
Mhm.
about why it became 911. Because in the beginning, they referred to it as 911. A little kid at some place in front of a lady, just like was telling other kids the story about how, what 911 was all about, said, I got through with my delivery, not her, but another lady. I got through with my delivery, she wrote, and a kid popped up and said, I can't find an 11 on my telephone. Out of the mouths of babes.
Mhm.
It got switched. That's the story that she gave us, and it sounds totally logical because it was 9/11 to begin with. That's what I remember from the very first days.
So, Elliot and Stephanie, how many people do you have in your group that have been working on this year's Farmers Day?
She can take it at.
A lot.
We do have a lot.
A lot of volunteers.
So we have 18 that's part of the actual team that's trying to get everything all sorted out. And then we have a lot from the Richlands Fire Department, volunteers that are helping out. We do have, what was the second? I'm not sure the exact placement, but we have volunteers from the Marine Corps that's helping out.
Nice.
Yep. So a lot of the helpers for the fire departments are the wives or the spouses. So
And the Boy Scouts.
and the Boy Scouts. Yep. We
Very
have girls and boys helping out this year. So
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very
Excellent.
nice.
You got any cookies they're going to be selling?
oh yeah, there's cookie. I mean, there's going to be
The Girl Scout
something
cookies
for
gonna be
everything. Oh no.
Oh,
I think
okay.
they already sold out of all of those.
Yeah, probably.
But there'll be
There's
other
popcorn
things
now.
with there's popcorn.
Yeah, we'll back it
See, there you
Stop.
go.
Popcorn.
Uh-huh.
Northside's lucky they had popcorn at the game Friday night. That's all I've got to say.
Jacksonville ran out the week before.
Jacksonville.
I almost
Let us-
I demanded my
let
money
us
back because I
down.
was leaving. I don't get popcorn when I go to the high school games. There's something wrong. They ran out of popcorn at halftime.
Wow.
Not good.
That is not good.
No, it wasn't good for his wife and myself sitting there and him coming back up with no popcorn. He was upset. We were
3
like,
bags of little bags of chips. They gave me $2 a bag.
They should know to keep you some stocked up in the back.
The better.
They know now, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure they know
I
now.
will be in the back of my Jeep. I'm gonna have bags of it already popped. If y'all run out, I'm putting a sign up. I'm selling it out there.
My little boy loves popcorn too.
Good kid.
We were at the football game last night at Chapel Hill.
Oh,
And,
nice.
He, said,
Jealous.
we get popcorn?
Oh.
We get popcorn.
Aw.
When he turns 21, you can have a beer.
Very
Gonna go with my
nice.
popcorn.
Very nice. So this is a big family
Yes.
tradition event of Richlands Farmers Day. I mean, it's for all ages. Like we said, it's free admission, free parking, lots of vendors, lots of food. No reason why you shouldn't take time out the beautiful day that we're going to have Saturday
Absolutely.
and go by. I'm going to tell my sister we're going after the meeting Saturday morning
After
and
you-
down.
You'll be a newly licensed ham.
Stop! You are just like jinxing
Well,
me.
not. You're gonna
So
get it.
bad.
Well, you'll have to do it over and over
Stop.
and over again until you get it right.
Anyway, he just keeps talking about it, and now I'm stressed. I'm
It's all right.
now. Are you on? Do you do ham radio? You just had that look like, oh, it's easy.
If he put his mind to it, it would be very easy.
And Elliot was one of our dancers last year
I
with
know.
Dancing with the Stars.
I remember.
We so enjoy watching Elliot. He was awesome.
It was fun being there.
Lee's out
It
of
was a blast.
Lee's out of She's just screaming, "It's Elliot! It's Elliot!
It's Elliot.
Go, Elliot!"
Yeah. So, Stephanie, when are you gonna?
Mm-mm.
Oh, come on. We need Stephanie in there next year.
We recruit Stephanie.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. We know the people.
We know the people.
Yeah, we know the
I know
people.
where they live.
We
So,
can, we can drop the name in there.
that's right. We can, can't we?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what else did I want to ask about Farmers Day? I know they're limited on the livestock. We just don't have it around here anymore like we used to. But there's going to be other events, like you said, sack races. And what did you say about the eggs?
Egg toss.
Egg toss.
Mhm.
Aren't eggs a little expensive to be tossing this year?
A little bit. It's all right. We got all the chickens around home.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, it was free eggs. Free eggs. Rayford, you need some eggs?
Yeah. You can go catch them and don't break them, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Our eggs will be coming from Piggly Wiggly.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's good.
Piggly Wiggly donated you some eggs?
I don't know. I'll have to talk to Mr. Ward.
Yeah, how about that? Now, is that where you have to carry them in a spoon or during the how
What's
does
the
the contest
contest like?
work?
2 people.
Yep.
And you actually toss them.
Yep.
Well, like I'll toss to you.
Right.
Take a step back. You
No,
toss
you
to me.
don't have to catch them with a spoon, do you?
No, sir.
No.
Okay.
Not unless you want to.
No. No, this is a really big spoon.
Oh wow, and these are raw eggs too.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Looks like it'll be fun.
Now, I chastised my wife. I didn't, but I did in my head. She did some eggs recently, and she bought a couple dozen, and I went to crack it. I mean, and the whole thing falls apart. The shells are really thin on the eggs she got. I hope you don't get eggs like that. They can't make it across this table rolling without cracking.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
That wouldn't be good.
That makes for good entertainment, though.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So we're at exactly at the elementary school. I mean, you'll see it when you drive up, or you round back, front,
Yeah,
side.
we're right on the road, right up front.
Okay. It's not going to be
Just
hard to miss at all.
Look for the traffic.
Right.
That's it.
Start it.
Looks like a parking lot.
Yeah. And everything that you could want. I mean, even coffees.
That's right.
2 coffee trucks. I mean,
Mhm.
very good.
As long as you got Pepsi Cola somewhere.
Oh, we
We'll
will
have you
it.
some.
Okay. Pepsi Cola, Mountain Dew, or Coke.
Well, thank you both, and thank you to your whole crew that have worked so hard at bringing back this tradition. I mean, it's good to see. It's good to see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I like a tradition like this, and this is one that's good. It's,
Right.
We keep saying Jacksonville needs to have some kind of an event like this, but
I know. Yeah, we talk about that a lot. We need some type of festival every year, and bringing back the Richland Festival, and then
we
Swansboro.
got
with their stuff,
Swansboro,
and
Sneeds Ferry, we got all of that, but we don't have
Nothing
anything
in
in
Jackson.
Jacksonville. The county seat.
Nothing. Are you listening,
The county-
commissioners? Nothing. Are you listening, Sammy? Nothing. We want something.
They had one year.
No, we're not doing. What was it? Skeet? What?
No, in the 70s they had we got Swansboro's got the Mullet Festival, Sneeds
Right.
Ferry's got the Shrimp Festival. Right down the road a piece and out of Holly Ridge and Hampstead, they got the Spot Festival.
Yes.
Well, they have, what did they come up with? Somebody here? A skate festival.
No, we were talking fish skate, not
a
skate.
festival. There's little things like stingrays that look like
Oh,
stingrays,
yes.
but they're
Elliot's
skates.
like, what?
I'm good at catching them.
Exactly.
Well, in New York at one time, they used cookie cutters and called them scallops when they did the
Absolutely.
wings. You didn't know that?
I've always heard if you get a scallop at a restaurant and it's like perfectly round, that's what it is.
I feel cheated.
They did some undercover stuff, and they found
Wow.
when they did some samples of they found a whole bunch of restaurants were serving skate.
Didn't they just do something not too long ago
It wasn't
about
long
they did something about local seafood. They went to restaurants to see which ones actually use local seafood.
It's all frozen,
And
wasn't
a
it?
lot of them
Those who
did
claim
not pass.
Yeah, there you go. Fail.
It's all
I-
frozen.
Down in Wilmington, I used to go when I go out to eat. Down on the waterfront, there was a restaurant there, Elijah's, and I'd go down there to eat a lot and for lunch. And they always had these young college guys working as waiters, right? And some ladies too, but mostly there were guys there serving.
Right.
And he'd come up, and he's not from around these here parts, right? I say, is this salmon? Because I always had, for whatever reason, they sell salmon, blackened, whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
Salmon must have been really cheap. Salmon's always on the menu. I just said, is that local? Did you get? Yeah, it's local. So, out here in the river, the Cape Fear River. Yeah, somewhere right up the Cape Fear River.
I bought it locally out of that can.
Really? And the people out there that they just cracked up. Whoever was with me always cracked up. You do it all the time to these young guys. Why? Because it's easy.
Absolutely.
He said that.
Why? Yeah.
You gotta have fun.
I bought mine locally in the can at the Piggly Wiggly.
Salmon?
There you go.
Yeah.
You bought salmon in a can?
Yeah. You
Really?
know, it's all
Oh yeah,
Mix-
I know what you're talking about.
salmon patties.
Uh-huh.
Last time I made those, I overate and got sick and have never eaten them
Too
since.
much grease.
It was
That's what you
just.
did. You used too much grease.
No, I use very little grease. I'm not a grease
Then
person.
you didn't get it hot enough.
No, it was just I ate too many, Rayford. Most people eat 1 or 2. I ate more than that and overdid it, made myself sick. Had to call Stephanie. No,
It's easy to do.
I
Yeah.
got stuffed on salmon. Can you
Yeah.
help me out?
Okay, 10 to 7 Saturday.
Mhm.
Rain date is the following Saturday, but there's no worries.
Don't worry
It's
about
going to
it.
be beautiful.
That's right.
Do you advise people to leave their pets at home, or can they bring their pets with them?
Never thought about that.
Yeah.
I don't think you're really having
No
any
reason
issues,
not
though.
to, as long as you keep it on a leash, right?
Right.
Keep
That's
it on
right.
the leash
Awesome.
just because Onslow County has the leash law.
That's right.
But clean up after them.
Mhm.
I don't see a problem.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Good advice. Security there. You'll have security there, I'm sure.
You got a whole bunch of firefighters.
You've got
I was about to say,
firefighters there, so
Firefighters with
we're
axes
good.
is all you
We're
need,
good.
okay?
See,
That's
I'm
all
just
we
trying to
need.
point
That's
out
it.
all the things that are make it so easy for people to go out and enjoy it and have a great time.
Yeah, I always said when you're being hurt, something like that, just tell somebody to call the fire department, tell them to come on running. Nothing like those sirens coming from 3 miles away that you can hear them. And everybody gets off the truck with an
We've got
axe in their
roads
hand.
town
The police will get there at some point in time,
Richlands.
but it's okay.
Now, aren't you a volunteer fireman, Elliot?
Yes, ma'am.
You work with Richlands,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
I remember that. Yep.
All right, good.
Suit them up.
Folks, thank you, Stephanie. We
Thank you
appreciate
so
you
much.
coming in,
Thank
putting
you
up with
for
us.
Can you hand me that yellow pad right there, please? I'm getting her to write her info down.
You don't want a pen to go with it?
And I have one, but we're going to make sure that this doesn't get lost. Thank you. Because I definitely would like to take a day when she's available to come in and talk about.
You know, we might want to
Yeah.
mention, I'll mention it tonight on the ham network. Maybe some of those guys want to go around festival, because there are a lot of ham radio operators living in the
Yeah,
Richlands
there you
area.
go.
Absolutely.
Members of our
They
club.
could have set up a booth out there.
What we should be doing is
That's
setting
what
up
you
a
should
booth.
be doing. That's right.
We
That
gotta
would have been
just-
great to have out there.
Well, we just walk around carrying our
All right.
radios.
See, I'm also taking a picture. And then Rayford's got it now too.
Why didn't you just have her put it in your phone?
I'm going to, but this is my double backup.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
You know,
Thank you so
You know
much.
her address in case it pops up on your screen, right?
Got it.
Yeah, okay.
Got it.
I
Trees
see your
falling,
text first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
moles
yeah.
in the yard. Can you come up and take care of her invasion?
I took care of everything myself. I didn't have to call anybody except the tree company. No, I'm good.
Thank you, guys. You take
Thank
care.
you
We'll
so
see you on
much.
Saturday.
All right.
It's a
Yes, sir.
See you
pleasure having
Saturday.
you, and
Thanks.
can't wait to see you Saturday.
Lunchtime.
I'm definitely coming.
And hang for dinner. If you eat lunch early, and you can be there. for
Well,
dinner.
being we're not
That's
getting
right.
food at the EOC Center Saturday morning, I'm going to save it up for
Bring your
lunch.
own.
I'm going to save it up for lunch and
Okay.
get
That's
some
right.
barbecue.
Mhm.
We'll use some popcorn.
Perfect.
Okay. Y'all have to be safe on
Thank
your way
you.
back.
Thank you very much.
Anything
Take
else
care.
comes up, just give me a text or whatever, and I'll be sure to post it. And we'll be posting your flyers too.
We sure will.
Promoting it for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right. Excellent. Okay,
Okie
great.
dokie. Okie dokie. Let's talk about the weather here a little
Alright.
bit. Whether you like it or not, we're going to have a little bit of weather.
Right.
The high pressure, there's been a system inland that has stalled a little bit. And there's a system offshore a couple hundred miles. The two of them together, they are the ones responsible for all of that wind that we've been having. The northeasterly for the most part.
Yeah.
There is weakening. So that's looking good, looking more better here. Offshore today out to 20 nautical miles. We got a small craft advisory is in effect through tonight. Northeasterly winds 15 to 20 knots today with gusts to 25, seas 4 to 6 feet. It's going to be choppy going through the inlet. Even if you try to get out there for those smaller seas near shore, you got to get out through the inlet first. So take that into consideration. If you're not familiar with it, you don't know how to do that kind of stuff. Go to the fishing piers and catch some spots and stuff. Sounds and rivers choppy tomorrow. Northeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 3 to 5, 2 to 3 near shore. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop. And on Thursday, northeasterly winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming southeasterly in the afternoon. 2 to 4 footers. Sounds and rivers a light chop.
And today will be beautiful and sunny with a high near 83, northeast wind around 8 miles per hour with gusts as high as 16. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 61. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 83. And Thursday, sunny with a high near 87.
Okay.
It's going to be a good weekend, Rayford. We don't have a ball game Friday night.
No, we don't. We can.
So we can rest up Saturday morning.
You need the rest, so you can give.
I need to
recoup
study.
it.
And then we have the Richlands Farmers Day Saturday. And that really, it looks like it's going to be a really nice event. And
Yeah,
I'm definitely going to go later around noontime or so.
yeah, I'm going for food.
I'm going for food too. Well, I want to go look at what the vendors have. That's a lot of vendors. She said like 70
A
vendors.
bunch of vendors, and
Oof.
you got 16 food trucks.
16
Did you
food
hear that?
trucks?
16 food trucks.
Yes.
Take some cash out because you're going to want it. And if
Yes.
there's barbecue and stuff there, there's a possibility they may have some extra barbecue, and
Yes.
they will be bagging it up for you. I don't know, but just in case, because his brother he did 7 hogs. He's cooking 7
That's
hogs.
a lot.
That's a lot of pigs.
Phew.
All right.
Yes.
Let's move out to the eastern tropical Atlantic. That's just off the coast of West Africa,
Let's
western
do it.
part of Africa. A tropical wave is located over the far eastern tropical Atlantic. It's south of the Cape Verde Islands, and it's got some disorganized showers and thunderstorms. I'm not sure I've ever seen an organized thunderstorm, but they always say they're disorganized. In other words, they're a mess. Environmental conditions becoming more conducive for gradual development of this system during the next couple of days, and a tropical depression is likely to form by the weekend. Okay.
Right.
The system is expected to move westward, maybe veering a little to the west-northwest. If it becomes a tropical depression, that means it will have some spin, some rotation to it, and a general direction of travel that's more readable. It will continue moving west-northwestward at an anticipated 15 miles per hour across it's slower than some of those that have formed in the past as it's moving forward. And that gives them time to strengthen earlier. Some of those things that come off the coast of Africa and those systems that are moving at 20, 22 miles per hour, they don't sit there and churn up and build and build and build. They're spinning off and they're just zipping right along. And when they slow down their forward motion, that's when they begin to get bigger. This one is already slow. It's 15 miles per hour.
Yes.
And moving across the eastern and central tropical Atlantic through the weekend. Going to be far from us over this weekend, so don't worry about it. The formation chance for the next 2 days, 30%. That's been increasing all night long, as has the formation chance through 7 days. It's high, 70%. That high range includes this weekend. That means probably by Thursday or Friday, they're looking at becoming more organized and possibly into a depression. Okay, that's what we got to look forward to. Whether it's going to come this direction or not, we don't know. This direction right now is anything from New England down to the Gulf Coast. Don't know where it's going to go or
That's right.
what course it's going to take. We will know more, I would guess, by around Thursday. Not whether it's going to come here or not, but it will narrow the scope, whether it's going to go into the Caribbean and maybe into the Gulf, or whether it's going to, stay towards the coast of
Yes.
eastern seaboard.
Too
Don't know.
soon to tell.
Way
Just
too soon.
monitor.
So just stay in touch.
And the easiest way to keep up with what's going on is check our Facebook page. Rayford does a lot of updates on that.
When it becomes
When
something
it
we need
becomes
to look
something,
at.
right.
Right now, it's not anything we need to
Right.
be paying too much attention to, other than to say, okay, it's out there, so we'll watch it in case it does develop, and then we'll continue watching it to see what kind of general direction it's
That's
going
right.
to take.
That's right. And just,
This thing that they cut out, all these European models, all of these people that are would-be wannabes,
right.
who put out there something called
Major hurricane
where
going to
they
hit
end
East
up
Coast.
looking as the really crazy stuff all over the place. They call them spaghetti models. They put down little
yes.
tracks where they're going to go. They go to wherever they are, and then somebody gets drunk and just squiggles a bunch of lines
It's
all
like
over the
throwing
place.
a bunch of spaghetti down on a piece of paper. There you go.
You just don't know. Some of them may have a rhyme or reason. The one that I count on is going to be the National Hurricane Center. They will look
Right.
at all of the information that these same people that are looking at in a narrow scope, they'll pick one little thing and then what is broadcast on the public TV stuff.
Right.
For us to see out there, is the weather guys all across the country going to say, oh, yeah, according to this model, it's going to come down 3rd Street in Miami Beach.
Well, you know, Rayford, it's funny that you say that because this morning I told you I turn on long enough to get the weather for the morning. And I was listening and more or less getting the take on, you know, what's coming off the coast of Africa. And I opened up social media when I got here and I looked and already there was a meteorologist with a local, not here in Jacksonville, but a nearby television station. And the story read on social media, major hurricane to hit eastern seaboard. That was the title, but when you click on it, it says, is possible if blah, blah, blah. So a lot of this stuff that you see is just clickbait. It's to bring you into their story.
Yep.
And a lot of people see that and they don't realize that and they start stressing out. Oh, we're going to get hit. We're going to have a major hurricane.
And then they spread their version of it.
Oh, yes.
And then it gathers more traction. And then the same media folks pick it up, what these people are saying.
Right.
And then they say it's not going to 3rd Street. In North Carolina, they will say it's going to Sharon Amity Lane in Charlotte.
Right. Yeah.
And then, of course, most of the folks around North Carolina are going to say it's either going to come in down there around Wilmington or it's going to come in along the Outer Banks.
Right.
The dreaded
Yeah.
Outer Banks. That's the way they put this stuff.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So,
I can remember a couple
wait till it gets, if there's going to be, wait till it develops and we'll see where it goes. And then we'll talk about the National Hurricane Center.
Just monitor it. Don't stress out over
And
it.
it may not develop into anything.
And as it gets closer, we'll know more. And I monitor them out of the side of my eye until they actually become a named storm. And, you know, then we watch to see where they're going to go.
Yep.
Onslow County, I do want to give a PSA out here for drivers in the Halls Run area starting September 8th through September 18th. They're going to be closing a portion of Halls Run Road near Double R Farm Market. So you will have to, it affects travel between Dawson Cabin Road and Paget Road. So for those of you that live over in that area and know exactly where I'm talking about, that roadway will be closed from September 8th through the 18th, just that section. So take alternate routes. We'll remind you again once we get closer. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there.
All right, looking here, WITN, if I can get this story to open
Yeah,
up
my
here
sister
today.
just texted me. Oh, wow, we won the Powerball. We got $4. We won $4 off the Powerball.
How much did it cost you?
How
many tickets did you buy?
She spent $20.
You didn't win anything.
Oh my gosh.
A North Carolina firefighter was shot while responding to a call for a fire alarm yesterday morning in Ellerby. That's in Richmond County. Oh my. One fire truck and one firefighter in a personal vehicle responded to the scene. They were met with gunfire. One of the firefighters was hit. Deputies responded, of course, took one person into custody. The injured firefighter airlifted to a trauma center at UNC Chapel Hill. The shooter, the guy that they say is charged with 2 counts of assault on emergency personnel with a firearm, 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill or inflict serious injury. Where's his name? Y'all haven't released his name. That's not right. I need his name. State Bureau of Investigation called in to help. They're still collecting evidence at the scene and had no comment on a possible motive. I want to know the motive, but I want to know the name. We'll see what kind of other history he's got and why he had a gun.
Yeah, that's...
you know what's going to show up, don't you?
It's going to show... yeah.
Nut job.
Yeah, nut job. I was going to say mental...
You're a lot politer than I am.
Nut job is good.
Mhm.
Nut job is good. Hey, something that I just want to let everybody know. Our Senator Lazaro posted this yesterday. I did want to bring it to everybody's attention, but he said this past year, visitors to Onslow County spent a record-breaking $415.3 million.
Okay, folks, visitors to our county are good
Uh-huh.
people. They put that kind of money into the coffers of restaurants, hotels, other businesses, lots of other
Mhm.
businesses. So there are. Do not poo-poo the tourists.
Right.
Do not poo-poo
No,
visitors who come
welcome
in
them.
for whatever.
This
Yeah.
record-breaking $415 million supported 2,464 local jobs and
Yep.
contributed nearly $95 million in payroll. These numbers show real opportunity and economic strength for our community.
Yeah, that doesn't mean we go out and add
wow.
extra taxes to them.
Oh, it says these efforts also translated into $14.75 million in local tax revenue,
Mhm.
saving each resident about $135 in taxes.
Yep. I'd
So
like
it's a
to-
win for all
Let's
of
bring
us.
in about that many more. Maybe my taxes will go down
Yes.
some more.
It's good to see that. And I know a lot of it was our beaches.
And a lot of it is not government money that's being spent to get them here. Yes,
That's right.
there's going to be the Chamber of Commerce. There's going to be the
We got
other
Onslow County
groups.
tourism.
Yes, all of that is wrapped up in
Salem.
there. However, most of it is done by private businesses.
Right.
Okay.
That spend
They're-
money for the advertising.
They are the ones who advertise their businesses. They're here. And, the business people here are not here to take advantage of
Right.
visitors or local residents or the Marines.
Mhm.
I mentioned, was it last week when I said something, or one of our callers said
It
something
says
about
something about the car lots.
the
dealers.
car lots taking advantage of yada yada yada. Well, I'm sorry, but and the Marines are told not to buy their cars here. Well, the wife of one of those Marines contacted me. And I know her, know him too, pretty well, and they have bought a bunch of cars as Marines, and they said they were never treated in a bad way by the car dealers here.
Well, you do know that the military has what they call a blacklist
Uh-huh.
for any businesses that they put
Well,
off
there
limits.
are scam places out
Right.
here, and we've seen all of that before.
They're
so-
going to scam anybody.
Yeah. They, but there are places that they should not be going.
Yeah.
The Marines should not be going, and the Marine Corps tries to protect them by advising them of what some of these places to look for. Well, I got an early morning delivery from the U.S. Post Office.
Yes, day after the holidays, so they probably have packages up to the
It
ceiling.
looked like he had his arms full.
Well, Robbie's at it again.
I've got one or two or three out there. I had a bone to pick.
Go ahead.
I was looking for some wire,
Yes.
some more,
Some water.
and I'm looking at one of the eBay stores
Right.
or an eBay product, and there was a guy there, a company, advertising the wire that I was looking for. And you get to go down and you click on the length of wire. They had it in like a 25-foot roll, a 100-foot roll, and a 500-foot roll.
Yes.
You click on that and you click on the color that you want.
Okay.
Well, I clicked on the length that I wanted, which was 500 feet, and that eliminated a whole bunch of the colors.
Mhm.
But there were like three colors. One of them I clicked on was blue. Okay, it said one left. I placed the order immediately because the price was like $30.
Right.
$30 for 500 feet of wire.
And what
The
happened?
other color or two or three colors left, they had plenty of them. That was $120 left.
Okay.
I placed it. They confirmed the order, and the order was that was on August 8th. Today is the second day of September.
You still haven't got it?
Well, I won't get it down because last week I started sending notes and like, where is it? And because I do the tracking, the USPS tracking, the
Right.
post office tracking system that these people have put it,
Mhm.
it was still, it's since right after I placed the order the 8th of August, it was resting in a place at their shipping center in another state.
Oh.
And it stayed there, and it stayed there, and it stayed there, and it stayed there, and it
Oh.
stayed there. And when I started asking, where is it? They did not respond. This is an eBay store that did not respond to a customer's
Mhm.
questions. You'll get blacklisted. You get a bad name when you do that, because we don't take
Yeah.
kindly to it.
No.
At least you could say, okay, that was a mistaken price on it. I'm sorry, we'll offer you something, or they should have just sold it, and it was one. Yeah, they lose money on that one roll. But in keeping the goodwill of their customers, I wouldn't buy a bucket of water from them if this house was on fire. You understand?
Yeah, okay.
I don't care about them
Right.
anymore. And because then after I started asking, where is it? And I sent 3 inquiries. It all goes through eBay, of course. They monitor everything. And eBay said, it doesn't look like you're going to get it, or words to that
Right.
effect. So we're refunding your money.
Well, you bring that
That
up.
is just bad business,
It
people.
is. My sister gets a prescription by mail once a month.
Uh-huh.
And without insurance, the medicine would cost about $3,500 a month.
A month.
But with insurance, of course, she pays a greatly reduced amount. But it comes through FedEx. And she got the notification last week that it was delivered with a picture of the front door. That's
Yeah.
what FedEx, it was not her house. So she called FedEx. She called the pharmacy. Nobody seems to care. Nobody's looked for it. Nobody's, returned it. But can you imagine? I mean, missed deliveries will happen.
Uh-huh.
It's just a fact of life. They will happen.
Yep.
You have a lot of streets that are similar in name, like this street.
Marion Place and Marion Court.
That's right. And the
Spelling
Marion
Marion
Court is
spelled
spelled a
two different
little
ways.
different, but to say Marion, you don't think about it. So, I mean, and then we have Oakwoods Drive, we have Oakwood Lane, we have Oakwood Street. And so it just goes on because you've got the same names, county to city. You also have a split zip code in Jacksonville, 4046. So if somebody was to, let's just say the other Marion, which is in 46, say it was in 40,
Yeah.
and somebody put 40 on the zip code, and it's going to get delivered to that house number over there
Uh-huh.
by mistake when it actually goes to this house number in 46. So misdeliveries happen. They're going to happen. Usually your regular mailman, they know right away. No, I know this goes over here, not here, blah, blah, blah. And they forward it. But it does happen. But can you imagine?
Here's the problem here.
$3,500 prescription?
No, y'all need to find it. I didn't get it.
Wow.
There you go. That's a FedEx issue, right?
Yes.
FedEx, I have to cough out that money. Now, the one here, Marion Court, Marion Place.
Right.
Marion Court is Marion. Of course, this was IAN.
Mm-hmm.
But I got mail. I got checks that was from a company that I got checks from every month.
Right.
It was printed out. My address was on it every month. The same address every month.
Right.
And those checks, and I did not know about it until I got notice. Got notified about it. I said, "Where's my check?" It came back to us. It said, "Not deliverable."
Right.
Refuse delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Address on it. They told me. I said, "What's the address that they said they delivered it to?" They told me. I said, addresses. Sent it again, and then added the bottom of it, handwriting, Country
Right.
Club Acres. We used to have to do that.
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot. But then it kept going to the wrong address. Now, see, the mailman over there does not know me from Adam.
Right.
Our buddy here, he knows us very well.
Right.
He's cool.
But the thing
But
about it
if
is,
it's the one that was delivered over there, I had to go, and I go over here to the Bryn Mawr place
yeah.
where it was coming from.
Right.
Couldn't ever see anybody. Never
No,
there.
because
The
it's
boss,
not a customer service
it doesn't matter.
station.
He was never there.
Right.
He was always at the base for some reason. Whatever. That was the excuse they used. So I just drove on over there and I waited at that address over there, 102 Marion Court. Nobody lived there. It was a vacant house. It had another letter in there for me
Right.
in the mailbox because I looked. I looked. I didn't take it, but I looked. Then I drove around till I found the mailman. He went down the dead end street, and I pulled up beside him.
Right.
Got out. Said, "Here's my name. Here's my address. Why are you putting my mail to my address in this mailbox?"
I will tell you, the regular carriers that carry those routes for so long, if they were like the carrier over for Marion over in Sherwood
He
Forest,
told me he was the same guy that does it every day.
he knew better.
And
He knew better,
So,
and he
but
should have just marked out and put 4-6 and sent it up.
it was 4-6. That's the same zip code.
Yeah, I know, but evidently I'm saying that if it was an instance where it had the wrong zip code, just mark it and then send it over to Bryn Mawr. And if he got something over there
He
for
was from Bryn Mawr.
that, you're missing my point. You're missing my point. The point, yeah, it was Bryn. Okay, send it over. Walk over and give it to the carrier that carries the other Marion, okay?
Yep.
Or you can give it to the clerk and she could put it where it goes, or he.
Yep.
But yeah, there's no excuse in that.
There
really.
were excuses, but he couldn't come up with any.
Right, right.
So anyway, that's just my rant for that.
Did you talk about the other day about the Carteret County men and women that were accused by deputies of seriously abusing their child?
Yep.
I couldn't remember if we talked about
A
that
little
or
bit.
not.
Yeah, it was in infancy at that time. But yes.
Yeah, and you know the
It's
case that's national right now of that the Haro Haro baby Emmanuel, that the 7-month-old child that's been missing, and the father and mother now have been arrested and charged with murder, even though they have not found a body yet. But you know what upsets me is 2 years ago, the father was arrested for abusing his first child, a 2-year-old, I think female, and that he had with another woman, and which resulted in severe brain injuries. The child will now always be in a home. I mean, they found evidence of previous broken ribs, broken leg, broken arm, the skull fracture, which is permanent damage
They
now.
haven't found the body of this kid.
But this is 2 years ago. But the thing about it is, he was put out on probation for that.
Sure.
The judge let him out. Probation is what he got for that. That judge
would be better.
could have prevented this other child from being murdered.
And the judges are immune from prosecution for that.
It's crazy.
You can't even sue them.
If I was his higher upper or whoever it would be, we'd be having a long discussion.
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
they all do it.
It's just
They all
ridiculous.
do the same thing.
I mean, if I was to go out on the street right now and severely injured somebody, do you think I'd get off on probation?
You think stealing a gun as a juvenile and you get arrested for it?
Right.
Now, juvenile is being just under 18. Do you think just, slap on the wrist is good enough?
Right. No,
I mean, that's why we have laws in this country, and stealing a gun in North Carolina is even worse than just stealing.
Our court system.
But when we do that, then people use these guns to do. They sell them. They trade them for dope. They do whatever, and then guns get the bad rap.
Right.
No. Slap on the wrist is the problem. Slap them between the eyeballs with a 2x4 or a pickaxe.
Yeah, I could
I got
definitely
a great
do that.
pickaxe handle over there, y'all.
Yes, you do.
I got to put that up here on display.
You need to. Absolutely.
Do that again.
Absolutely.
Did you hiccup?
No, that was my computer hitting the mic stand.
Okay, tomorrow is Wednesday. We're going to have Mr. Wright in the house. Yay!
We have it right this time. I have it right this time.
Ladies,
he will be here tomorrow.
Mr. Wright will be joining us
Still
tomorrow.
got to get some information for Jack that needs some. I'm sorry, Jack, if you're listening. I'll get it today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got an idea for Jack and a couple of other locals.
I'd love to have Jack come in one day and talk about his history in Onslow County.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's walked the streets a lot here.
Yes, he has.
He saw a lot of other street walkers too.
I'm not going there.
I will. Okie dokie.
All right.
We'll talk about the big house, Jack.
Yes. That's right. Okay. Till tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we got Dr. Rose in tomorrow
Mhm.
morning, first thing. And then Peter Wright right after Dr.
Yes.
Rose. So we got a busy time.
Yes.
If you folks have got any desires to, with the season coming on and
Mhm.
the issues that are out there, local issues or other issues, whatever things that bug you, Russia, is Putin ever going to die?
What is with Russia scrambling the signals, the GPS signals on the president's plane? We need to talk about that tomorrow.
There's lots of things that
Crazy.
these other places are doing.
Right.
All right, we'll see you bright and early tomorrow
Yes,
morning.
we
Y'all go
will.
out and have a great day. Enjoy it. It's going to be cool enough for you to enjoy.
Beautiful day.
If you get bored, come up here and pull some weeds and cut these trees down for me.
Don't do it.
What?
There's a lot.
There's a lot to
Don't
be.
do it.
There's a whole lot to be done.
Yes.
Y'all.
Yes.
But
yes.
if y'all team together, got up and did everything,
Right. Right.
and,
Then come to my house
and
and, help me.
if you put your garbage out normally on Mondays, it went out today. It should be in
Yes.
Jacksonville. If it's supposed to go out today, it'll go out tomorrow. There
No
will be
yard waste this
no
weekend.
yard waste this week, and I generated a lot of yard waste yesterday.
I did too. Over the weekend.
Okay.
So anyway, okay.
Have a great week. Have a great day for the beginning of the rest of the week.
That's right. We'll see you tomorrow.
You're live in Local Real Talk, where we're always awake, never woke. Bye now.